Yo, what's the business? Your local neighborhood super rig here with my boy Briss. What's going on, man?
What's good, bro? It's the weekend, last day of the weekend. It's all good.
Definitely is. Back to y'all with another video about our favorite Canadian, Aubrey. Now, this video is made by a creator by the name of Miss Twilight Speaks. I really think y'all need to go out there and follow her. She's not like a hip hop channel, or she don't talk about rap or none of that. She's more into she's the antidote to harmful red pill doctrine and divine feminine, femme fatale, spiritual. Okay, she a channel for the ladies. All right, and guys, I'm sure you can learn some things from this channel. I didn't know none of the description. All I saw was that she created a video called Drake's Real Pain Rap's Biggest Pick Me. Do you know what a pick me is? I know you heard that term.
Yeah, I've heard the term before. I don't know the 100% definition, but I know some women look at it as a bad thing, and then some women who are labeled as pick me is like, yeah, I'm a pick me, I want a husband.
That is very right. So I want to give her props for that title, because I immediately clicked. I was like, Drake is basically a bitch, so he could be a pick me too. All right, and we're talking about, once again, guys, we're talking about the entity known as Drake. Could Aubrey be a bitch? I don't know, Aubrey. I only know the Drake that he has presented to us, which we all know is fake. So yes, Drake is a bitch. And according to this woman, he's a pygmy. So let's see if she also answers the question of what a pygmy is in this this video. Let's get started.
To do. So like, you don't stop, don't change, don't. And then one day I heard, like, what the fuck was that? Before my audition, I went to this kid's house.
This nigga Drake did not listen. It's crazy how Weezy gave him this is how you gonna be all right.
And I, out of, I guess, desire to be accepted, I succumbed to peer pressure.
You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world. You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world.
You don't know how big you about to be in the Jew world? Wow.
First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area, so where is that forced to? Okay.
I just love my neighborhood. It makes me feel so wonderful inside.
Started from the bottom. That's where
crib?
the bottom is?
Is that his crib?
Forest Hill, Toronto. That's the bottom right there. Wow. Now, this, I believe, is Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Now, let's see where he shot his music video at.
And yeah, I think I just felt a lot of pressure to be like, oh, like, you know, I'm gonna kill someone with Jeezy and Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, and I was just enamored by like the whole space, you know.
My bank account is...
Before this slipped my mind, I don't know if they're gonna show any more of his music video footage, but to me, what always made me mad about Drake was, you see how you just had them dudes propped up on the back of the car and the little boy in there? It's like he was using black people for props, and he was using the hood for a set.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's really how my brain would feel, like, would interpret everything. Like, I could never just be like, oh, Drake is chilling. I was like, this hoe ass nigga is motherfucking using motherfuckers. You don't live there, nigga.
Meg, know your Milli rocking. Hey, widows in my comments talking about some Milli Bobby.
And for the people that be like, well, rappers go to rich neighborhoods and pretend like, yeah, because that's aspirational. Everybody want to motherfucking actually live in a mansion. Don't nobody want to live out there in the motherfucking hood.
Very good point.
Look, bring them jokes up to the game, we get to really flopping. Send a finger to your mama and some FedEx boxes.
Oh, it was just pretty crazy to me that any of these people would even make music with me.
I did not know he was saying shit like send a finger to your mom in a FedEx box.
I don't remember that lyric at all.
Wow.
Incredible. It's a great sandwich. Well, give me a chance here. Maybe you can help me then. Aubrey, what's doing, baby?
So was this video right here before or after the finger comment?
Oh, nigga, this when he was a teenager.
Oh,
so that was one of his gangster songs from like 3 years ago.
Oh,
when he was really being egregiously I'm a thug. This is this nigga when he was at Degrassi. Going off on his mama, not going off, but talking very Caucasian-y to his mom about a sandwich that she did not bring home.
I'm so sick of people saying that I'm like lonely and emotional and like associating me with this like longing for a woman or you know, it's like I was like, you know, this kid from Toronto who just wanted it all so bad, and then, you know, and whenever I'm describing it to someone, like fast forward to now, and like I'm, you know, 3 years later, and I'm like sort of a king in this world that I exist in, king in this world. To the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought. I'm a constant reminder.
Did he say what did he say about the deleters? Because didn't he delete his diss tracks to Kendrick?
Because he's a hoe ass nigga. That was actually to Metro. Because him and Metro was beefing for like 2 years before all of this shit happened. Metro had tweeted, I forgot what he tweeted, but then he dropped that live about that shit.
I love him so much for saying this to me. Is, you know, he's always just like, man, please be yourself. Please don't ever try and be me or anybody else. Don't ever go get tattoos. You don't have to dress any different. And he really liked the kid that he met.
And speaking of don't get no tattoos, these are the most atrociously placed, horrible tattoos I have ever seen in my life, bro.
Who just got all those people on him? Who are those people?
Bro, I think this right here is 40. This Aaliyah. I don't know who the fuck this is. This might be some dude he know up there, but these is all people. Then he got the 6 right here, but I think this is Pop's face right here. This might be his mom and maybe grandma or whatever, or somebody spelled like, I think that's one of them two. But he got a bunch of people tattooed on him, and he didn't even go to a good, you know, place to get a nice, you know, like 50 Cent. I remember 50 Cent's G Unit mural on his back was like, oh, that shit dope. It's just a bunch of, I grew up in damn Hill Forest, Toronto. I'm gonna just go get a tattoo. No imagination for even getting good tattoos.
He was like,
some of those tattoos are wild.
Don't try and get mean or aggressive. He's like, just be you, man. Just be you and rap about life and women and family and just
like gangsters, fake ass accents, posted in another nigga hood like a bad pig. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern.
Anybody that's a Drake fan in the comments, how did y'all let this nigga get away with this picture? Why was there no blowback that this nigga has literal Pride Month barrettes in his hair and a jerry curl?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like this, when he started doing this kind of stuff, because like I said, I was just listening to Drake and just listening to him as an instrument on the music, and I never really tripped off of anything else. But then when I saw this picture, I'm like, man, what is he doing, bro? Like, what is this supposed to be right here? Why is he doing this?
It's crazy how it's all his fans visually pretended as if they did not see what the instrument looked like.
Yeah, I ain't see it. I ain't pay attention. It was irrelevant to what was happening.
And see, this is why hip hop dying, because we don't care about where they come from no more.
Yeah, because I definitely didn't. I never thought. I knew he wasn't no gangster. I knew it was nothing like that.
Not blaming you directly, but as you see, the song he had about chopping off people's fingers and sending it to their mama in a FedEx box, which we know for a damn fact he didn't write that shit. He reciting
was that? Shit. I want to know what song that was. That's wild.
Hold on, let's go back to well, we'll go back to it later. But that's what I've been trying to tell people. I've been hearing little blips of gangster shit over the years, and people like, oh, he be making dance music for the lab. I'm like, no, this nigga been talking like a kingpin. And just so y'all also know, first I want to go back and notate, there's nothing wrong with Pride Month. You know, I just feel bad y'all got Drake out here trying to represent it for y'all. Out of all people, I wouldn't want him represent my group of people. And number 2, Drake probably does do gangster shit now that he way up here and shit, because that's usually how it works. The person that was down here didn't get no respect, get up here, and now they want to start making calls on people, and you know, to actually now they done did it, so now they can rap about it and blah 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 blah. So, but to me, it's very not good to come from a good background and then want to be gangster for no reason at the age
crazy.
of 30. Let us continue.
Where an individual doubts.
The grill is dope though. I'm not gonna hate on that. That grill is pretty fire.
Is that a Jerry girl?
He's biracial. He just put water in his hair to make it look like a girl. My wife is biracial, Filipino and black, just so you guys know. And her and my son just put water in their hair and walk out the house, and it's glistening.
Yeah.
And has a persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite external evidence.
Bro, these are flower barrettes.
I don't get it.
These are Easter pastel flower barrettes. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Of their competence. Those experiencing imposter syndrome remain convinced that they are undeserving of their success and attribute it to luck, timing, or deceiving others into thinking they are more intelligent, capable,
This is.
the phenomenon
Can you do something for me?
regardless of their
Bruh.
social status, work background,
Bruh.
skill level, or degree of expertise. Hey, y'all.
I ain't go front, yo. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be that famous where motherfuckers is literally making Pixar 3D quality, VeggieTale quality 3D models of me dancing to a song. I would also like to touch on what she just said about imposter syndrome, which, you know, I've told you I suffer from it a plethora of ways. With Drake, I don't think he suffers from imposter syndrome, because imposter syndrome means you actually good at something and think that you are not good at it and think you lucked out. Drake actually is, when it comes to music, my opinion, he's a great actor. Nigga is hilarious. He was funny on Degrassi. And when he hosted SNL, he funny. He be funny in interviews. But his music is pure trash. Period. To me. I know I'm wrong, because all the sales, you rode around, kicking it with broads, enjoying having a great life with Drake music playing in the background.
Yeah, it's true.
It's still trash. Let's continue.
It's your girl Twilight. Now, at first, I didn't even really want to even touch the whole Drake thing, because there have been more than enough content creators who have created wonderful think pieces on Drake.
I just like to say I see two bad bitches.
His creepy behavior or alleged creepy behavior, and
Pause.
and many other aspects of his career leading up to the beef with Kendrick Lamar. But because this is a mental wellness and behavioral psychology type of channel, his behavior definitely needs to be studied.
Go follow her channel, y'all.
At the beginning, when it comes to imposter syndrome, I think we can concur that we have all went through this at one particular point in our lives. At one particular point in our lives, we felt like we didn't fit in, like we were isolated. But I think that when that wound has never been healed, you come up with some of the results that Drake has come up with his career and his colleagues, quote unquote. So to give you a heads up,
I'm gonna be real. My little girl, my teenage daughter, has videos of herself like this in her phone when her and her friends are having fun. I'm gonna be honest. Drake literally looks like a 17-year-old girl having a ball at a sleepover.
And did he kiss her pregnant stomach?
He did do that.
That's pretty wild to me. Like kissing a pregnant woman's stomach.
And it ain't your baby.
It ain't your baby.
Girls, y'all can do that. But another man kissing a woman's stomach? As Kendrick said, I believe Drake sees two bad bitches when he sees himself next to Sexy Red. Because that's what a bad bitch would do. A bad bitch would be like, oh, girl, your baby gonna be so pretty. Mwah.
Is colleagues, quote unquote. So to give you a heads up, we're going to be talking about isolation, the kid that got picked last syndrome, self-loathing and victimhood.
Damn, the kid who got picked last syndrome. That sound sad, bro.
And then,
look at how this nigga is sipping this drink, and he took this selfie and posted it. And
So
people went out.
That meant he looked at his facial expression, thought it was an acceptable thing to post.
He took it. He took that picture. It was probably several others that he rejected before he landed on this one, and was like, "This is the one. I'm going to post it." And people went and screamed, all for the dogs and shit. It was like, "Yeah, that nigga Drake go hard," with this picture folding around. Let's continue.
Eventually, anger and jealousy, which leads to...
I get playing, being playful and shit, but the image he tries to portray, wow, he tried to do the same. He trying to be like, have you ever heard the phrase, "A man of two minds is like a weak person"? Like, you can't serve two masters and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You can't want to have this gangster thing, but then your true self is like this.
Right.
But like you said, though, if people just giving a fuck about the music, I guess the image don't matter. But it should. Let's continue.
Cringe behavior that alienates you in the first place. So the cycle... No. So if you want to skip ahead in chapters, that information will be in the description bar.
What is that?
That's
what
real.
is that?
This is real. This is real.
I'm very disappointed in this picture, bro.
People will come in the comments like, "Why y'all hip hop heads so mad at Drake and da da da?" When Young Thug came out and had a wedding dress on, guess who didn't give a fuck? Me. Because I knew that nigga was trying to sell records. Lil B went on ESPN with an old lady's dress on and some earrings on. Why? Because I knew he was doing it for shock value, trying to sell records. That's not his everyday attire. Okay? And we talked about it. The shit went viral. Everybody was like, "Oh, you see this shit, da 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 da." Shout out to Lil B. He named his album "I'm Gay." Shout out to you for being ahead of the game on the shock value shit. But Drake, this is the actual Drake that I saw in 2007, 8, 9, 10. Jumped on Young Money, started talking, "Don't make me catch a body like that." When he taking pictures like this. Continue.
That's wild.
Very first thing,
with a heart shaved in the top of his head. Let's continue.
I want to point out is how Wayne was very clear.
Hold on, y'all. I got a red cup right here. Didn't know he drunk out of red cups. I'm done.
I got my red cup.
It's a wrap. I'm only drinking out of clear pass bottles from now on. Thanks a lot, Drake.
To Drake at the
Another thing you have ruined for me.
Beginning of his career. Be exactly who you are. That's some real ish right there. Because only a real dude.
After I finish this sweet tea, hold on. Done forever.
Is gonna tell you to continue to be yourself. Even Lil Wayne must have sensed that insecurity within him.
It's just, Lil Wayne's just too good.
You gotta give Wayne love.
Too good.
Bruh. What is happening here? What is happening there, dog?
The conversation.
I'm glad I ain't watched a lot of interviews and shit. I just was listening to the music.
I've been telling you.
What is happening, bro?
I've been saying this for years. Remember when we first met, you came over here, we was talking about music. I was like, so you would kick it with Drake. I was like, have you seen this nigga's interviews and shit? You be like, man, you was like, for the music, yeah, da 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 da. I was like, no, nigga, you gotta watch these videos. I remember we were sitting right over there talking about the shit. This is what I was talking about. This
is wild. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've seen several images in this one video that has been wild to me. I've never even seen it. This is wild.
And this been getting pass after pass after pass. Let's continue.
And of course, as an adult, Drake has his own right to make his own decisions. However, I think the only mistake that was made in that conversation was that Wayne thought that Drake was being himself. And in fact, the person that Drake was when Wayne met him still was a version of himself that he thought was acceptable in his current situation. As I see it, he had probably been being a chameleon since he was a little kid. So how can you commit to being yourself when you actually have no idea who that is?
That makes perfect sense right there.
Damn.
Perfect sense. Like, I never felt any authenticity unless he was in his interviews. Whenever I saw him in interviews, I was like, that's the real Drake. How was y'all believing that this nigga saying this shit out his mouth and he rapping this shit and you vibing with the shit? Not you personally, but I'm just in general. I was like, I could never, but like you said, you didn't see all these interviews and
Like,
shit.
I've never
I saw
seen
it.
any of that.
I saw all of it, and it reminded me of Milli Vanilli. When Milli Vanilli got exposed, I was young, so I was not looking at interviews and shit like that. I could have swore the niggas was singing the song. Back then, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even no hip-hop head back then. That was 88, 89. I'm 9 years old. I don't give a fuck. I remember them coming out, and I remember them sitting at that press conference, and that motherfucker Rob was like, we can sing. We know how to sing. Girl, you know it's true. I was like, wow, these niggas didn't sing that shit. These niggas is frauds. Then, ever since I saw that video again, I couldn't get his real voice out my head, but I still bump Girl, You Know It's True. That's a motherfucking
that was a hit. But that's how. So there was a Mario Brother cartoon when we was kids, and Milli Vanilli was on it, and they came on there and they was talking in their regular voice, and I remember being like, "That's the people from the song."
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only reason they got a pass is because foreign people, when they sing, like Amy Winehouse or Adele and stuff, they still, like, singing really don't have a, you don't have
an accent to sing it, because what your accent come from is from, like, your mouth not opening up all the way and all these different things. But when you sing, you have to project your voice and you got to open your mouth up all the way. And so it don't have those accents and shit.
Yes. Pause. Let's continue.
Yo, dog, you know what it is, dog. Big up yourself, bro. You don't know Drizzy Drake, dog. It's crazy, right? That is not a bad Westwood and South London, dog. You know what it is. Yo, dog, you know what it is. You're the man, dog. You're the man, you're a legend, dog. Right? Exactly. What more can I say? I'm tired of being right. If my Jamaican accent is so fugazi, then here's 3 more things I can tell you guys. My patois is the best of all time. Zagazao, Neptune, make number 1 tune, yeah. And that's just the warm-up. So when you really hear me speaking patois, just know that I really do this. So respect me when you hear me. You feel me? What? All right, here we go. Bomba clat. You feel me?
Is this AI or is this real?
You can go look at the Westwood, whatchamacallit, and look. AI has not gotten that good. Do you know how they would need a quantum computer to fake lameness like that, nigga, to recreate? They would need several quantum computers to do that shit. And this is what I've been saying, bro. And I know a lot of Drake fans will be like, he's just having fun. Da, da, da. That's fine to me. You can have all the fun the fuck you want. But if you go say you the dopest rapper, hip hopper, and all of this shit, and then on your music, you don't make music about being goofy like this. This Hey Delilah song is the closest to Drake being himself in real life, especially according to all of these motherfucking damn interviews.
Yeah.
Like, now the Hey Delilah song be like, oh, this is the type of music I would expect to hear from Drake. This is the music I would expect to hear from Drake. Let's continue.
Think she touched me and me back, she called me Mr. Romantic. You like that, eh, Zol? You didn't think I knew about that.
Back to seconds, cosplay, gangster, fake ass accents, tougher than another nigga hood like a bad pig.
Also, shout out to Megan, because she really dropped the initial bomb. I believe that line was about him. I believe that line was about him. Several lines in her snake diss was about Drizzy, I believe. That whole posted in another hood like a fake bitch.
She went in on that dude.
If and Tori and whoever else and Party, I think she went in a lot. Also, I put a poll in. Go to the pause. I put a question there. I know a lot of y'all like y'all niggas too old to be saying pause. Fuck that shit. Pause is hilarious. It's not going nowhere around here. And yes, I'm gonna pause pretty much anytime I fucking feel like it. So you don't like it, kick rocks. Any fucking way. I did put a questionnaire poll out on the our community tab. Go check it out about best female rappers or who y'all think is the hottest. And my personal choice is Meg Thee Stallion right now, followed up by Glorilla. But go check that poll out. Chapter 2, Isolation. Let's go.